Hello writers, welcome to the Basics of Content Writing Level 1 course. This course is designed for students, freshers and newcomers to guide them into this exciting profession of content writing. Assuming that the writers who are attending this course have no prior experience or even a very clear idea about content writing, I have covered every basic detail of this job to give you a thorough and vivid idea about the same. I am Pritha Sen and I am going to be your coach for the next 6 weeks who will lead you into this wonderful journey of learning and enhancing your experiences. Of course, becoming a good content writer takes a lot more time than 6 weeks, but when you know where you're going and the correct way to get there, your journey becomes a smooth sail, isn't it? Well, this is the purpose of this course. Having said that, let's not wait any more time and move on to our very first lesson. What is content? We're here today to learn about content writing, but what exactly is meant by content? Content is everything we see, read, listen to, or watch on the internet. A YouTube video is a content. This Grumpy Cat meme is a content. The music we listen to on Spotify or Prime Music are contents. And of course, everything there is in written form, from the home page to the landing page of a website, to those testimonials and reviews on e-commerce platforms, and the informative article you just read yesterday about blockchain are all written content. So, as content writers, only written content is our concern for now. We're not going to discuss about audio-visual content here. So, everything we read on the internet is content. Someone or the other has written them for us to read, and we are going to learn how to write them ourselves. That brings us to our next question. How many types of content are there? And what are the differences between them? As a content writer, you might be expected to come up with a variety of writings, each of which is totally different from the others. The differences can be in writing style, the mood, and the tone of the writing, in writing techniques, and of course in terms of the subject matter. But we'll come to subject matter later. First we'll discuss the different types of content in terms of their writing style, tone, and technique. Articles. Articles are write-ups that are written to educate and inform the audience about a particular subject. They are generally formal or semi-formal in tone, uses the third-person narrative, and describes the topic in an unbiased way. Articles can be of any length between 500 words to 2000 words or even more, depending on the subject and the need. Blogs. Blogs are similar to articles in nature. They are also used to educate and inform. However, a blog is more personal and informal in tone. A blog commonly uses the first-person narrative and directly addresses the audience in a conversational tone. Blogs generally describe the topic in a detailed way, but often include the writer's personal opinion or choice. Blogs are generally limited to 1,000 words or so, but long-form blogs are also common. Listicle. These are another form of article or blog where the writer presents a list of similar items and describes each of them in a lengthy way. Articles titled like Top 10 Romantic Books of 2019 or Best 16 Chinese Restaurants in Delhi falls under this category. Product description. As the name suggests, it describes a product. Thanks to the booming e-commerce industry, the demand for product description writers is very high right now. To write a product description, the things that you need to keep in mind are: first, keep your target audience in mind and adopt a suitable tone of writing. Second, describe the product as vividly as you can but focus on the positive. Also, use bullet points to make the description better. And third, keeping in mind the actual purpose, don't shy away from using sales words. This is very important because the purpose of writing a product description is make a sale. So keeping that in mind helps in writing a product description. Next, website content. By website content, I mean the landing pages or feature pages of a website. The pages that you see when you visit any website. For example, this is my website and this is my home page. This is the About Me page and this is the services page. Website content is very different from blogs and articles. While in blogs and articles you have ample space to describe the product or service or the item thoroughly, in case of website content, your space is limited to about 150 to 250 words per page. And in those 200 odd words, a lot of headlines and catchphrases should be used. Website contents should be catchy and attractive, something that compels the audience to know more about your service or product. So, with blogs and articles, you describe a product or service thoroughly by a detailed description and convince the audience to try them. But with website content, you catch the reader's attention and create an interest in them to discover more. Social media content. All businesses have their social media pages on multiple social media platforms, and often they run campaigns to promote their product or service. Or they post about their business regularly to generate interest and inform their audience about their existence. Open any business or company page on Facebook and you'll know what I'm talking about. These are like marketing copies where you directly or indirectly advertise about your product or service. Like website content, social media contents too should be catchy and interesting. However, instead of focusing on your whole brand, here you focus on only one line of products or a single item or a single service or a feature in your business and write short, precise and interesting things about the same. Email campaigns. Email contents are similar to social media where the business is directly or indirectly advertised. The main difference is they are sent to the subscribers into their email inbox instead of being posted on social media. Of course, there are also some other differences in writing style and technique, but we'll come to that later. Reviews and testimonials. Sometimes business owners want content writers who can write paid reviews and testimonials for them. The purpose of these paid reviews is to garner some positive publicity through them. If you are required to write these, you should write them in a way as if you have actually used them, these products or services, and write in a first-person narrative, focusing on the positive sides rather than the negatives. And that brings us to the last part of today's lesson, a real-life example of a content writing project. When you are given a writing project, you will be given these 3 or 4 instructions as you can see in the screen, and you will have to develop an article from these information. You can take information from the net, but you cannot copy and paste ever. So here is the example of the project. And hope this thing is somewhat clear to you by now. So now it's your turn. There's an assignment attached to today's lesson. Complete the assignment by 4th November and submit here. I will review them for you and help you improve your writings. That's all for today, folks. Have a great day. Bye.